So we're headed to the junkyard. Got a list of parts that I need. And this is my first time taking it on the interstate. And I noticed, as I was, turning some relatively sharp corners, it felt like the car was like swaying. And I'm thinking, Jesus, what's wrong with it? Maybe it's a suspension issue or something. By the way, check it out. No check engine light. Check engine light hasn't been on at all. Well, I suspect, it feels like to me, we've got something going on with the back wheels. I feel a vibration. I suspect there is something very wrong with a tire back here, and we're going to check that out. Tires look okay. Oh, there's a flat spot. Oh, wow. Oh, my. This tire is lumped up everywhere. Totally lumped. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Can you see that? It's flat. The belts are broken. This tire is completely shot. Now, I just ordered a new set of tires because that's something that I tend to do for my cars. But that's why. Let's check the other one. I thought these tires were good. Okay, I don't feel any flat spots on this one. So I think I'm going to have to see if I can pick up just one tire to get me through temporarily until the new set gets here. That was scary. Alright, so here we found an 06, and as with a lot of these cars here, broken parts. Okay. Trunk is shut. This is loose. We don't get much luckier than that, do you? Looks to be in good shape. A few light scuffs, nothing major. That's the one we're going to take then. Let's keep looking. Alright, even though this is a different year, I think it's like an 06, this fuse cover will still work. So I'm going to throw that in here. We're looking for a spare tire and the spare tire tools, but the trunk in this one is stuck shut. These are spare fuses right here. We'll go ahead and snatch some of these because they're missing, as is this little tool right here. So we'll grab that. I like to make sure that whenever I sell a car, it's got the important accessories that should go with it. Haven't been so lucky as to find a tire yet, but oh, this thing is trashed. Jeez. I was hoping to find a floor mat. This thing is just ugh. Yeah, I'd like to get into the trunk and see if we got a spare and stuff back there. Well, it looks like the spare is gone. We got the holder for it, but no spare. So, let's keep moving on. Looking around a little more, found another 06 Impala. I went ahead and snatched the taillight, just pulled the carpet back. There's 3 little bolts back here, and it came right out. I was also able to locate the OE jack, which I already have one of those, and I was able to locate the lug nut tool. So pretty much have found everything that I need, pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and take this with me and compare it to the one that I pulled out of the caddy. And we're gonna try this tire on because I don't want to give somebody a car and let them think they got a spare tire only to find out when they have a flat or something, it ain't gonna fit well. That sucks. We got the calipers off, so go ahead and try it anyway. Alright, so after walking around the yard again, I found one. This is the red Impala we were looking at earlier. This tire was just laying in the yard. I looked at it, something told me this looked just like what should fit on here. And as you can see, it does, which is good because we were having problems clearing the caliper bracket there. So now that that's resolved, we can take this and feel good about selling a car knowing it's got all the tools and the proper tire. I'll tell you what, guys, you cannot be afraid to come out here and get your hands dirty, put in a little bit of work and time. It's an enjoyable feeling to fix up cars and make them right and sell them to people. Let's get out of here. Alright, so as you can see in here, there is a few little holes right up there. Disconnect this, and what I'm going to do here is I already know these bulbs are good, so I don't want to risk putting bulbs in that are bad. So we're just going to take this broken assembly out, leave the lights hooked up. Alright, as you can see, we have a good light now. Now for this bumper, you can see down in here, it's probably going to be easier to pop this out from up here, heating it up. We will just force this out once we get it nice and hot. A little crack right there. I'm not overly concerned about it though. Alright, so this is an example of what a normal wheel should be. Alright, spins freely, right? Doesn't move. You shake it, nice and solid. Alright, as you can see, you can try to shake it. Doesn't move back or forth. Here's an example of a wheel that almost killed me. Alright, maybe saying almost killed me is an exaggeration, but look at this. Look at the play on this, guys. I don't even know if that's a good angle. For those of you that aren't familiar with this, this is a hub assembly. It literally keeps the wheel attached to the car. I've been on the highway doing 70 miles an hour, wondering why it felt like the car is about to lose control. Well, there it is. Let's check the other ones. All right. I don't know if you can hear that or see it. Tie rods are good, but we've got play on this one. So this hub assembly's bad, that hub assembly's bad. The passenger rear is good. Let's check the passenger front. Well, unfortunately, same thing. All right, so we're about to take this Wagner 1300 degree heat gun here, powered up. I'm going to start it out about 850 degrees. And we're going to see if we can heat up this ding enough to reach my hand in here and pop this bumper out by hand. We've got the fan on max. Again, we're about 850 degrees. She's getting nice and warm. We'll kind of focus on this area right here for a minute. This is where there's a body line right here. And you can see the impact was here, here, and here. So we're going to get kind of close. We'll kind of slowly run it up and down. I've never done this before. First time trying to pop a dent with a heat gun. So if it works, great. If not, we'll just replace the bumper. Let's get warm. Alright, let's put my hand down in here. Oh, it's getting soft already, yeah. Oh, look at that, guys. Hot damn. Wow. Alright, we're getting there. Look at that. Alright, so as you can see, the majority of the dent is out. It will probably never be perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get the last little ding there out of the bottom. There's a smaller one at the top. I don't know if I can get that out or not. I'm going to give it a shot. Regardless, it looks a hell of a lot better. So for any of you out there that back into a pole, or your old lady does, or something like that, you know, maybe this could help you, you know, at least save some time on replacing that bumper. This wouldn't have been uberable in the condition it was in, but now it would be. Let's see if we can finish this up. I got a glass of ice water right here to try to set it. I'm going to try to get the little ding out. I'm going to try to hold pressure on it and then dump ice water on it, try to set it faster. We got this set at 900. And we're going to hit this dent here at the bottom first. Alright. Hit it with some ice water. Alright, well, I've got it about as good as it's gonna get. Alright, so as you can see, the bumper it's almost perfect. It's freezing cold out here. We're gonna get this thing put back together, and we're gonna close things down for the night. We're going to heat up the side of the bumper one more time and push it in just to make sure it stays where it's supposed to.